And I really like the color scheme of this chair. It's purple and black. That matches up nicely with my setup because I've got a purple backlight and my setup is black. Before we begin, if you guys are new here and if you guys enjoy all the content that I create, do make sure to hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell icon and select all to get notifications for my latest uploads. And do make sure to follow me on Instagram. I do post a lot of content over here. All the links are in the video description. Alright, so let us start. Greetings and welcome back everybody to a new video. So check this out, got myself a new chair, or I should say gaming chair. Man, everything these days have decent related to PC have the word gaming printed on them. Anyway, this chair is from Cooler Master. This is the Caliber R2 model and you guys have already seen how it looks like from my intro video. And there should be a substantial upgrade over my existing chair, which is that one. That one has a broken backrest, so yeah, that one is done for. But that chair, man, that chair is over 10 years old and it has served me quite well. And now it is time for an upgrade. And this video was supposed to go up in the month of March, but because of the nationwide lockdown and the COVID outbreak, yeah, this thing was sitting with the shipping company for over 2.5 months. Packaging is in quite bad shape and it looks like someone actually walked over the box. So this is what I was talking about. The box is in pretty bad shape. I think someone actually walked over it and now it's flattened from the bottom. But anyways, because of the nationwide lockdown, this thing was sitting with the shipping company for more than 2.5 months. And also, just so you guys know, this video is not sponsored by Cooler Master, so I have bought this chair with my own money. And unlike other videos on YouTube, this video is not sponsored by Cooler Master. Anyways guys, let me take this thing out and I will show you guys this chair in more detail. So I've got the box open and right away you guys can see this is the headrest cushion. It's under a plastic wrap. So this is the headrest cushion, nice and soft. We've got the Cooler Master logo on here. Keep this aside, and this is the base of the chair. So that's where your wheels will attach. And if you guys are wondering, this is a solid metal base. So that is metal, that's nice. And that is plastic on my previous chair. And all of the installation instructions are over here. That is the seat, and those two boxes contain all the accessories. So the wheels and all the other stuff, screws and everything else should be inside those two boxes. So let me take this thing out and we will continue on. Alright, so before I do anything else, the first thing I want to do is install these wheels onto the base. And it's very simple, it just goes in like this. You push it in and the wheel gets installed. So let me just install all 5 of these and I'll be back. Okay, you guys can see I have installed all the wheels and the wheels should look like this. There should be very little space in between. All you have to do is just press on them until they firmly click into place. Alright, now let's move on to the next part. So now we will place the gas lift onto the base of the chair. By the way, I'm not following the instructions as it is, I'm doing as I please. So I'm actually installing the gas lift right now. It says you should do it in step 4, but yeah. So this is the gas lift, it just goes in like this. And that is it, it is now installed. Now we will put the cover on. So this is the cover for the gas lift. By the way, that part should be on the top. So it will just rest like this, and that is it. The gas lift is now installed. So the next thing we need to do is install the tilt mechanism. So this is the tilt mechanism that comes inside one of those boxes. So it goes on like this. This is the front side. That means this should be on the front side of the chair. It will go in like that, and these screws are already pre-installed, and you get this Allen key. Just take these off and screw them back in with this thing on the chair. So I'm gonna do that and I will show you guys how it looks. So now that all the screws are in place, I'm going to tighten these up properly. So it is coming together. I did install the armrest off camera because it is very difficult to film while putting this thing together, and since I am the only person doing it, it's even more difficult. Putting this chair together is honestly a two-man job, but yeah, I'm gonna do it myself. And this is the other armrest. It's very simple though. It just goes in like this, and you just put in the M8 screws and tighten them up. And that is it. Your armrest will be installed. Okay, so I am done installing the armrest and the tilt mechanism, and now we have to put the chair on that. So this little opening fits in with that little thing on top of the gas lift, and that is it. The bottom part of the chair will be assembled. Alright, so check this out guys. The bottom part of the chair is now properly assembled and the gas lift works. So there should be a little lever over here. So there it is, and you guys will see it will lift up. So the gas lift works. So if I lift this thing up, the wheels do not come out. So for the next step, we have to install this backrest to the chair, and it will fix over here to this recliner mechanism. So you guys can see those two M8 screws. So we have two screws over here, two screws on the other side. This will align up like this, and then we will screw that in, and the cover is over there. So now let me install this, and again I will get back to you guys. So this is how the backrest attaches to the rest of the chair. So these screws are already pre-attached to the backrest. You take these out, you align the backrest with these holes over here on the recliner mechanism, and then you screw these screws, and that is pretty much it. I'm gonna do the other side now, and we'll be right back. Check this out guys, the chair is almost ready. Just a few little things here and there, but the majority part is now installed. The lumbar support was pre-installed to install the pillow over there, but the final thing that we have to do is install the cover over here and the cover for this mechanism. Well, this is quite disappointing. Cooler Master's quality control sucks, but take a look at this. This is the cover for the recliner mechanism for the right side, and take a look at this. This thing is damaged. Wow, how can you have such a bad quality control, Cooler Master? This chair is not cheap. This is quite an expensive chair, and it should look like that, seamless without having any dents. But take a look at this. Wow, that sucks. So this is how it should look like from the side, but check that out. That is a huge disappointment. Now this metal part does not seem to touch this, so I'm not sure how this scuff mark got on here, because the lowest this thing goes is, yeah, this thing does not go below that, and you can only pull it upwards. I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah, it's nice and snug, and that's how the other side looks like. So guys, finally my new gaming chair is ready, and gotta love the fresh leather smell that's coming off this thing. And yeah, the leather is nice and soft, and compared to my old one, this chair is huge. I mean, look at this thing. That old chair looks tiny, and I really like the color scheme of this chair. It's purple and black. That matches up nicely with my setup because I've got a purple backlight and my setup is black. Now granted, that color scheme is a personal choice, especially the purple and pink color hues. A lot of people tend to dislike purple and pink, but I'm okay with it. So guys, it has been a few days since I have been using this chair, and let me tell you a few things about it. So number one, the cushion on this chair is not overly soft. So it's not like you're gonna sit into the chair and you're gonna sink into it, unlike some office chairs. So the material is actually quite stiff, so do keep that in mind, and that is okay with me because I usually sit here and make my videos, and I really don't want to sink into my chair. I really want the chair to be a little bit more stiff. so that is a plus point for me. But to be honest, this is a personal choice and I personally prefer a slightly stiffer chair when I'm recording videos over there, so that's perfect for me. But if you guys are looking for a chair that is overly soft and you want to sink into the chair when you sit onto it, then this chair is not for you. So I would say the hardness level of the material is medium because it does feel quite firm. So it's not overly soft and it's not overly hard, it's somewhere in the middle. And this is PU leather, which is also known as artificial leather. And then moving on, you guys can see the material is also perforated, so it's got little holes for ventilation so that you don't sweat. And there is a lumbar support over here, and I have been sitting in this chair for more than 2 hours at a stretch, and no, my back does not hurt in this chair. I really like the lumbar support. I keep it over here at the bottom when I sit, so it does provide a nice support to your lumbar region. I usually don't use this pillow, I take it out, but I'm gonna leave it there because it does look quite nice. Now coming to the adjustment, the chair does have height adjustments, so it has a class 4 gas lift, so it can support weight up to 160 kilograms. So all you have to do is press this lever like this and the chair will rise up. So that is the maximum height. And secondly, you also have tilt adjustment for the backrest. So the backrest actually can go completely flat, so 180-degree adjustment on the backrest. Let me show you. So check this out guys, the back actually becomes flat like this, so that is your 180-degree tilt. And all you have to do is lift this lever up and just lean on the chair and the back will go down. And just pull on the lever and the back will go back to normal, which is its default 90-degree position. So moving on to the armrests, the armrests can also be adjusted vertically, so you can lift them up. There's a little button over here, press on it and you can lift the armrest up. The armrests can also be adjusted left and right, so that's left adjustment, middle and right. So you can tune this chair according to your liking. Now unfortunately, unlike some other gaming chairs, you don't have forwards and backwards adjustment for the armrest, so it will stay over here. You cannot actually move it forwards or backwards, only 2D adjustment. But I do prefer the lowest adjustment because I can just tuck the chair inside my desk like this. So it does fit into my desk nice and snug, so it does save a little bit of space. My previous chair did not used to fit into my desk like this. So yeah, I do have all this space that is now available. And lastly, you have 360 degrees rotation. Almost every office chair has that, and the rotation is quite smooth. It is still rotating. And lastly guys, the build quality of this chair is also fantastic, so it does not make any creaking or crackling sound once you sit on the chair. And I think that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. So concluding thoughts, I really like this chair. It has been a fantastic buy except for that scuff mark over there. Yeah, Cooler Master needs to improve their quality control. Other than that, the chair is fantastic. I really like the color scheme, purple and black. It matches up nicely with my setup. The chair itself is quite comfortable to sit on. My back does not hurt because of that lumbar support. So yeah guys, if you have any questions about this chair, do let me know in the comment section down below and I'll try and answer them. So thank you for watching this video. Do stay tuned for more videos like these, and I will see you guys next time.